When the COVID-19 crisis gripped India, it also caused a flurry of cash crunch problems for a lot of citizens. FM Sitharaman did take cognizance of that and hence allowed for some leeways with respect to dates, extensions. Also, penalties were brought down, withdrawals were allowed, charges were waived off, so on and so forth. But of course, this was not just a one-way ride. Eventually, it was time-bound and it had to be let go of. Here are some of the laws, the rules, the restrictions that will come back to place with effect from this month. That's the 1st of July. I'm going to be encapsulating all of that, so you need to listen up and ensure that you're adhering to all of these rules. First up, no more free ATM withdrawals. Remember that during the lockdown, you could actually take a debit card and go swipe it, withdraw cash at any bank without any fees or restrictions. Now, the restrictions come back to place. A minimum balance in savings account is mandatory. But FM Sitharaman had waived that off as well, keeping in mind that people will need to withdraw their cash from savings accounts in case if they've lost their job or their businesses are down. But now that the COVID crisis, or rather the unlocking has happened, what FM Sitharaman has done is has brought the balance restrictions back. So it could be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 depending on your bank. Make sure you maintain that balance or else you'll be charged a penalty. There's also higher interest on delayed tax payments. For advanced tax deposits, TDS deposits, the interest or the penalty is 12%, which FM Sitharaman had brought down to 9%. But from the 1st of July onwards, make sure you make all of these deposits in time. Section 194N of the Income Tax Act has kicked in. So if you make cash withdrawals which exceed 20 lakh rupees and you have not filed your income tax returns for the last 3 years, a 2% TDS will be deducted. If your cash withdrawals exceed 1 crore rupees, the TDS deducted will be 5%. And finally, stamp duty on shares and mutual funds. When you buy it will come in at 0.005%, and on transfer of MF units, it will be at 0.015%. EPF withdrawals as well. Remember, once again, for people to better deal with the cash crunch, the FM had allowed for withdrawal in your EPF, which is, by the way, a retirement kitty, 75% of the balance or 3 weeks worth of wages, whichever is lower. The last date for application of that was the 30th of June, which means now you can no longer make any withdrawals from your EPF in excess of what's legally allowed. So make sure, guys, you follow all the dates. You make sure that there's enough balance in your savings account, or else the penalties will be back, the higher interest charges as well will be back.